thank my colleague Deputy Eoin O'Brien for bringing this motion to the House. Minister, to say that this government's housing policies are a disaster is a huge understatement. Record house prices across the state, home ownership at its lowest rate in 50 years. Generations denied any hope of ever having a home of their own, and instead the red carpet is being rolled out again and again for vultures to waltz in and buy up properties wholesale, charging eye-watering rents and not even paying tax on the rental income. Remember Belcap Manor, Minister? OCCU are now inviting applicants for their waiting list to rent these properties. Imagine a waiting list to rent properties at an eye-watering cost of €3,175. Now let that sink in. For a family home. That's absolutely disgraceful. Before coming to this chamber, Minister, I looked at Daft and I researched for new homes in my own county of Kildare. A few estates with the lowest starting price at €360,000. So I sat down and I did my sums, Minister. An ordinary working couple would have to be earning a minimum of $90,000 between them to even come within sniffing distance of a mortgage for that amount, not to mention that they are paying sky-high rents in the bargain. As for social housing, the 6,000 plus households on Kindare's housing list must endure a minimum of at least 8 years' wait to be housed, while struggling to find suitable, affordable rental accommodation in a county with approximately 71 properties available to rent today. Now, there's 6,000 on the list and we have 71 properties. Do the maths. Nobody's going to get housed. I ask you, where are the 50,000 affordable houses that promised by your party colleague Micheál Martin when you were going into government? They have not come to Kildare and I haven't seen them anywhere else. What are our nurses, doctors, Gardaí, teachers going to do when they can't find somewhere to live so they can go to work? And bear in mind, we've a lack of Gardaí in Kildare, so they have no houses to live in, so they're travelling for miles to get there. So what do you want to do with that? Do you expect them to come out with tents in O'Connell Street? As for our elderly, and I'm spokesperson for older people, I have older people now coming into my office telling me they can't find anywhere to rent, or they're struggling with a mortgage. Imagine an older person that's coming to you now struggling with a mortgage, who's never heard tell of before. I can tell that this government need to put their action into rhetoric, change their housing policies to the ones that actually provide urgently needed housing, and to double the number of affordable homes to buy and rent. We need a government which actually can and will do what is necessary to fix a housing disaster, and it is a disaster. A government that will radically reset housing policy, tackle the vulture funds and other vested interests stranglehold on the housing and rental markets. We need Sinn Féin in government at this Prime Minister. You need to go.